What a difference a day made.
I chose the Brian Wroe Course to keep bettering myself so I can offer my customers the best service possible. Well, I've been entertaining for over 15 years, and when I have the confidence to do that, I thought there was a greater need for me to have more of a good idea of the etiquette and a professional way to present myself in a more formal setting. So what the course offered seemed to tick those boxes absolutely for me. I'm absolutely delighted when I went on those. It's given me absolutely the confidence to take the service I offer to a higher level, really.
I went along to Brian Wroe's course to really see what his take on a Toastmaster and a wedding, how he structured weddings, and to gain some more insight, some more education, because I think education is key. As a performing artist, we need to focus on what we're delivering, and that takes training. It's not something that comes naturally.
To be perfectly honest, I chose the course because I heard about it. I want to better myself and get to be a better DJ and be able to offer more to my customers and to boost my confidence. That's about it.
Well, I saw it promoted on the internet and it sounded like a very useful tool for me to up my game and improve my business. I was very, very pleased with the outcome because it was stuff that I'm already almost doing, so it's sort of it's going to help me join the gaps, I think.
I wanted to find out a bit more about Toastmastering. How to present myself better, how to be public speaking, and confidence.
I got so much out of the Brian Wroe's course. I come out of it a better person, a better wedding DJ, a better all-round service provider, and my customers are benefiting.
Increased confidence, better understanding of some of the etiquette, and I think probably self-analysis is another good one.
I got out of it certainly an idea of how Brian approaches being a Toastmaster. A very nice guy, very personable. That came across the more relaxed way he delivers as a Toastmaster. I'm sure if he's being a Toastmaster in the city, it's very much more formal and structured, but certainly for a wedding he came across as very friendly and approachable. The handouts we received I thought were useful. They were almost there. If you haven't been involved in weddings, etc., I think they're absolutely perfect because they almost gave you a tick list. Right, this is the parts of the day, say this, put the bride and groom's name in there. I'm sure nobody should actually do that. That would not be a good idea. But it gave you some idea and structure of how to do it. Third, I think the getting up and actually performing in front of your peers and your colleagues, and the fact that when I did it, there was also members of the hotel there as well, so people out of our arena, I thought was very useful. I thought that was a very good touch, and I think the more time you have standing out there actually doing it, the more you will gain. It's all about in a workshop environment, you need to be actually doing something rather than just listening.
It did boost my confidence. I became more aware of the structure that is expected when it comes to laying on all the proper procedures for the Master of Ceremonies, and I got to meet a few very interesting people.
Well, the first thing that I definitely benefited from was a greater understanding of the formalities of the way that a wedding works. Because predominantly my service is singing and entertaining just in the evening, you often miss those more formal parts of the day. So having a greater understanding of that helped a more professional approach when selling my service in the first place for an all-day complete service. The second thing that I got from it was, of course, the ability to present myself in that slightly more formal fashion, which is something that my clients have now fed back as something that they thought was excellent. And the third thing that I got from it was just the greater confidence in myself to do that. It's very easy sometimes to stand up and just say random things, but if you have an idea of the flow of things and the technique, that certainly has helped me as a professional to present myself with more confidence as well.
More structure, with the fact I think we could probably do more with Brian himself, trying to engage us more in doing more stuff. Otherwise, I think a workshop would probably be better. It's probably a 2-day workshop, maybe. Third thing, difficult question really. I think it just covers the whole spectrum of being how to become a better Toastmaster, or a better person in public speaking, and probably do more training with that.
Cool. As I've already said earlier, that it was very important for me to understand the formalities of this, because as a Master of Ceremonies you have to present that. But something that I would like to do in the future is to look at a more informal way of doing that. If you think of perhaps presenters and hosts such as, let's say, Ant and Dec, they have a more hands-on and organic approach, which is a little bit of a different technique. So I'd love to learn some of those skills, which I think are a little bit more sort of theatre and performance based, but also how to adapt those then to a more formal setting such as a wedding. And I can't really think of any other two things, I'm sorry.
More of the same, and maybe other aspects of related work really. I'm perhaps interested in how some of the techniques can be used at other events like Masonic Lodge Ladies' Nights and so forth.
I don't think there's anything that I could include. He was very concise, it was very clear, and it was very well put over. So at this present moment I don't know if there's anything that could be added.
I think the things to add would be more critique as we're moving along. I think there needs to be probably more role play in there, so it needs to be more time up in front there if we're moving forward, assuming that the delegates have already done the basics and the fundamentals. I think the more time we spend actually stretching out of our environment, the better, and ongoing critique so that you know how you're meant to be improving.
I'm definitely going to Brian Wroe Course again in the future. I'd like to see the confidence public speaking courses that he was speaking about. I'd be interested in doing that.